Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm here with Barry, and we're just going to have a chat today, just kind of talking about chapters 9 and 10. And so Barry, with that, in chapter 9, he's talking about having thoughtful conversations. And one of the things that he goes into is this idea of, in a church setting, starting conversations with other people. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I love Welch's approach to the church body and really wanting to build the body up and strengthen it. And he does this in a way of thinking about guests who are coming in. We deal with connections ministry, and we want all of the people that are serving with us to be this welcoming force. And if they get an opportunity to step out of their comfort zone and maybe have a conversation with someone. But I think the church is such a wonderful place. A Sunday morning is such a wonderful place for us to develop a conversation with someone, a quick conversation that may lead deeper into the heart. And I think that's what we're hoping to do. They're coming to us for a reason, and we're here to accept them and to find out how we can help them on their next step in their journey with Jesus.
Right. And you just mentioned like the teams that we work with on Sunday morning, these volunteers, and even for you and me, sometimes it's kind of awkward or can feel awkward in meeting new people. So with that, it's good to have certain questions maybe already in mind when you're meeting somebody for the first time. So what are some questions you use, or what do you think about that, as he was talking about that in the book, this chapter? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think number one, I know there's some people out there that say, well, I'm an introvert, and that just drives me crazy to meet someone I don't know. But I found an approach kind of similar to what Welch is saying, is have a script that you kind of go by. And I have developed that script, and it's very simple. I think it's very natural. It's just like, hi, my name is Barry. And it kind of forces, I always get a handshake. Yeah. And when I say, hi, my name is Barry, they always say their name. They usually say, and this is my wife. It just seems to be such a natural way to open that dialogue with someone. And then my very next question is usually around, so have you been coming here for a while? And with each question, what Welch is teaching here is moving in with each question a little bit closer, maybe a little more detailed about what their experience has been before they came to the church, and really getting the opportunity to hear what's going on in the heart.
So a lot of times what that does is they relax a little bit more, they engage a little deeper.
Yeah.
And that's the goal. But sometimes and he mentions this in this chapter as well, that could also lead to opportunities to pray with somebody. So how would you, or what do you think about prayer? And is it important in that moment to pause and pray with people?
Yeah, every moment's good for this. If you get the opportunity and somebody's willing to allow you into the more closer parts of their heart. Maybe they share something as you ask them a question, if they've just moved into town and they're looking for a job, or they're having trouble with getting their kids into school. Man, you're listening for those little tidbits, and like, hey, you mentioned this as you were talking to me, and I know it's a public place. Would you mind if I prayed with you? And wouldn't you love it if all across Rush Creek campuses, we had people with hands on shoulders and just saying,
Absolutely.
hey, I'm praying with you. I would love to see our worship centers full of people praying over people. And I think this is what Welch is wanting us all to experience, because there really isn't a greater gift than we can give than praying over someone.
Yeah, it just reminds me of his title, Side by Side. And that's these are ways
bearing
to do
with
that.
Others in their burdens.
There you go.
Yeah.
So quickly, chapter 10 is entitled Seeing the Good and Enjoying One Another. How would you describe this chapter?
Yeah, I think it really is looking, be attentive to the people around you, who are serving or whatever capacity, and really taking note of the things that they do well. It's much like parenting. I think sometimes we major on discipline, but we should be majoring on encouragement and looking for opportunities to encourage one another. It's seeing someone doing something out of love and go, man, I saw you do that. I really appreciate you being the hands and feet of Jesus. And then really maybe further encouraging people in their gifts and their talents, and just telling you appreciate what God has blessed them with. And by doing that, you're moving closer to someone. You're endearing their heart to you because you recognize something in them. And it gives you another opportunity to move closer to that heart.
Well, thank you, Barry. And hey, guys, really, thank you for watching and joining in on this Summer Book Club. I really am enjoying this series and the way that we're doing it and just what I'm learning. I pray that you are as well.
Thanks, Stan.